Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in and being with me tonight. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood is coming to an end. We've still got much more of it to come, though, and we've still got some shower chances. We've got a big system, pretty stout, coming at us at the end of your 7-day, which will take temperatures from this glorious mid-80s, where we were yet again today, down to around the mid-60s. Yes, 60s, mid, by this time next week. Yeah, forecast. It's an interesting one, but it's Kentucky weather. So, with that said, another day means another day closer to Henry's Hot Dog Company opening. Just a brief update. Open next week, I believe 1,000%. Tuesday, as I was hoping, I believe 80%. We'll see, but it's still progressing. There for the past few weeks, it felt as though another day only got me another half day closer. So we are making some strides, more products coming in. I got the menu established today, and look forward to seeing a lot of folks. And a lot of folks are just coming by anxiously awaiting to be opened. We thank you all for that. Another day closer as well, on a totally different category, to seeing organized side-by-side ATV trails through over 30 counties in eastern Kentucky, McGoffin, Johnson being among those. Groundbreaking ceremony just earlier today that we'll hear about from one of the attendees and board members of the Kentucky Mountain Regional Recreation Authority in just a few seconds, as they're hoping to see this become very much Hatfield-McCoy-like in much less time than it took to have that organized trail become a reality and become what it has today. A few other things I want to pass along. Just a quick reminder, taxes are due and out, and if you haven't got yours, well, you should be seeing it very soon. If not, call the Sheriff's Department, and you have until the 1st of November, between now and November 1, for the 2% discount on your county taxes. And also, tomorrow is Friday, which means day after tomorrow is one of 2 free dump days. I'm not sure if that's what they're calling them or not, but at Rumpke, there are 2 free days this Saturday from 8 until 4, and then Saturday, October the 18th from 8 until 4. Those 2 days have been designated as free dump days. This is for household wastes. Large items like mattresses, furniture are allowed, no construction debris or anything like that, but 1 truckload per household will be allowed for free. And that again is this Saturday from 8 until 4, and one more Saturday on the 18th of this month, 8 till 4. Now, no tires, no batteries, and things of that nature, but regular household waste and those large items like furniture and things of that nature that you just can't set out all the time are free for those 2 days only. I'll remind you about that, certainly, to say the least. Before we get to our top story, let's go ahead and go on with another calendar-like announcement. I guess because my summer has been nothing more than a figment of my imagination this year because of so many hours we put into the hot dog restaurant. It feels as though it's just not even been a summer for myself. But nevertheless, it is October. It is now the 2nd day of October, and the Sayersville Halloween schedule has been set. Of course, we've covered here in local governmental meetings that Trick or Treat was set by the city for Halloween, which is Friday, October the 31st. The county followed suit in their special session this week. And now the Sayersville Spooktacular and all those other frightening and fun events have been scheduled as well. Yep, it all kicks off as for the big events October the 27th. But prior to that and leading up to the Halloween 5K is October the 13th. You need to contact the McGoffin County Public Library, okay? That is the 13th. And after that, it's the 27th, which is a Monday night. That will be the Gifted and Talented Art Show in the Renaissance Building, 4 to 6 that evening. I'll remind you when it gets a little closer, that, of course, just a couple of doors down from our studio and newsroom and offices here. October the 30th, that is Thursday night. That will be the Sayersville Spooktacular. That will be in the morning, of course, in the early afternoon for all the school kids. And then, of course, later on that evening for the public. That is Thursday. And then it will be followed by the Thriller Dance in downtown Sayersville. And then Friday night, of course, as I said, is designated as Trick or Treat in Sayersville and McGoffin County, 6 to 8 p.m. And any business that would like to reserve a spot for the City Park Spooktacular on the 30th needs to call City Hall 349-2409. So there you go. I know it's just a second, but all of this will be here before you know it. And if you don't have a calendar to work off of like I do, well, you just don't make things happen. I get it.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. The Kentucky Mountain Regional Recreation Authority was formed back in 2017. It was officially organized a couple of years later and now operates under another moniker. As such, they are working very hard to have an organized connected trail system that encompasses Magoffin, Johnson, and more than 30 other eastern Kentucky counties. As I reported back when the announcement was made, the $1 million that was granted to them for funding for a base, if you will, a place for them to house and operate out of and create this trail system. A groundbreaking was held earlier today in Knott County for that very facility. The new $1 million facility will sit at the Mine Made Adventure Park in Knott County, right as you turn on to Mine Made Road. And that is where today members of the authority met in celebration and recognition of this momentous occasion. This coming on the heels of about 4 years of work that, according to one of its members, that being our own Magoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman, has them, well, as he puts it in this interview, ahead of the game in comparison to all of the work that went into the likes of the Hatfield-McCoy Trail.
What we have is a statutorily created organization called the Kentucky Mountain Regional Recreation Authority. It's a mouthful, but they're doing business as First Frontier Appalachian Trails. And what it is, it's that trail system that we've talked about for quite a while, the ATV trail system. It's be similar to what the Hatfield-McCoy system is in West Virginia. As we talked about earlier, this was created by statute in 2017 and organized in 2019, and it has since been funded by the legislature in every session since that time frame. And what we're trying to do is establish organized trails that are part of the authority that is a tourism type thing that has trail systems all across about a 36 county area, with us being one of the prime locations, especially with the expansion of the Mountain Parkway. I think anyone can see if they're out near the Restaurant Row on a Thursday and a Friday and a Sunday, the number of side-by-sides and ATVs going through our town, passing us by with their money in their pockets. They should be stopping here. So this is something that we're continuing to work on. It needs landowner agreements signed because, as we've talked before about this, right now everyone that's out traveling around through the woods, through the trails, essentially is trespassing. And what this does is open public ATV trails across people's properties, but those properties are maintained by the Trail Authority, and the landowners are indemnified, meaning any type of liability or anything that goes wrong, that the state picks up responsibility. What we're seeing in the communities that are doing this now, and there's a couple of counties that's got some things going, without going into too much detail, but the landowners that are allowing this to happen are also have like bottom land, and they're letting people camp in it, and they're making money just by those folks being there. So this will help a lot of our little hollows that's adjacent to the Breathitt McGoffin Ridge and along the Johnson line and the Floyd line at the south end of the county. It could be an economic boom for our community. And then today, as you were saying, we had a significant event with the groundbreaking of the new facility that will be the headquarters for the Trail Authority. The legislature appropriated almost $1 million, or maybe it was right at $1 million, for a new headquarters with everything in it so that the Trail Authority could have a location to promote to organize, to do all the work that has to be done, because as you can imagine, this is quite an undertaking. You got 36 counties trying to connect all these trails together.
Can you give me any insight as to how many are connected or how extensive they are? And is McGoffin County or in Johnson, do we have any landowners that are on board yet?
We're in discussion with several in the south end of the county. And basically what that is the Floyd County side has done some mapping coming over into McGoffin and going across 7 and up some different places. And nothing has been formalized yet. There's been, to my knowledge, we don't have any agreements on our side, but Floyd County does. I know on the David side, there's some companies, real estate companies that own properties, and they have agreed to let some of the groups over there design and put trails across, but they're going to come into McGoffin. And there's even some that will come into McGoffin and cross over into the small portion of Knott that we border Knott County with. But it's still, a lot of it's preliminary, but I think this is one of them things that when it starts happening, it's going to happen fast, and we should have, an established trail system here within the coming year, or maybe 2 years. The legislature getting ready to come back in session. They're asking for more funding so they can do this design and legal work and get all those things going. They got the legal documents now, but I think there's a few other little hurdles they got to get through. As I understand it from meeting today, some of the counties, and they didn't say which one, so I don't recall if they did, but they've already started selling permits in a couple of counties, and I think the Hatfield-McCoy system in West Virginia, it took them 8 years to get established and to sell permits, and we've essentially done it in about 4 years since being funded and organized. The organization started in 2019, didn't get funded till 21, so we're ahead of the game, we think, and this has the potential to be a big economic boom for our area.
Moving on, there's not a day that goes by, literally, I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't think of Carter Conley, at least briefly. I have sadly, the front page article that was written about him in the Sagersville Independent about his passing framed, and it hangs just outside my door, so I see it every day I walk in. I was gracious enough to have been given a few little trinkets and mementos, UK mainly, to have, and I've got those hanging in my garage where I get to see them each and every day and think of him as I turn the lights off every time I walk out the door. Also, there's 2 phone calls that I got every single day of the year on those 2 days. One was St. Patrick's Day, never failed. And then another was, 3 phone calls, forest fire hazard season being one of those, where he never failed to very timely and punctually remind everyone about it being forest fire hazard season. And indeed, that was, of course, yesterday where it began. So we've got until December the 15th. The fall forest fire hazard season is in effect, which means, and my apologies there, means no burning within 150 feet of woodland and between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. And of course, we've not seen much rainfall, so we're getting off on a bad start, so to speak. But just to keep that in mind, it is forest fire hazard season. Miss you as always, Carter. I'm going to pause. When I come back, it's calendar announcements, and it's a front that really changes things up weather-wise. Stay tuned. Don't let the colors and shades and styles of the season escape. New must-see arrivals are at the Seasonal Shop. Already famous for their most cozy of home decor, and now for ladies' fashions too. Business, casual, a night out, they have you taken care of. And when it comes to a night in, the shop has gone all in on their sleepwear selections that are even more comfortable than they are already classic. And don't forget bridal and baby registry at the shop, the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville.
I love working in the coal mines, even though it was hard work. But if you suspect you have black lung, you can't work anymore. You'll find out that filing for benefits is hard too. I had friends who give up after years of trying. If it hadn't been for Big Sandy Healthcare, I wouldn't even try myself. If you think you have black lung, call Big Sandy Healthcare and get the help you deserve.
It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Frazier's Prater Drug Store, 349-3135. Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, brake jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
Going back to your McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar, a couple of reminders for 4-H'ers out there, middle schoolers. You are invited to be a part of a 4-H retreat. They're going to have a service project. They're going to be able to help you learn more about leadership. They're going to have dance. They're going to have a forest to, I'm not sure what, and much, much more. It's $100 per camper. It's an overnight event, and that includes transportation, all the activities, meals, and the overnight stay. Call to register. Parents, if you're interested, want to find out more, call the Extension Service 349-3216. This is later on this month on the 23rd and 24th. Quicker than that, however, is the Pink Ribbon Tea Party hosted by the Extension Service. That is coming up a week from today at the Extension office. And ladies, they would love to have you register. They'd love to have you be there, but they'd love to have you register so they know how many are coming. Free lunch, a wonderful lunch. Keynote speaker is Marada Chafins with the Bluegrass Care Navigators. Will be there. Some great door prizes. I can attest to one that I may have known something about or know something about, but nevertheless, they hope that you'll register and then attend. I hope you use the calendar whenever you've got an announcement you want everyone to know about, or wish someone you love a very special birthday or anniversary wish. From there, we'll go to other announcements before coming back to the rest of the show and go to tonight's obituaries. And a reminder, services will start tomorrow at 2 for 55-year-old Kenneth Dean Hammonds of West Liberty, who passed away Saturday in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, survived by his mother, his wife Tammy, sons Kyle and Josh, his sister Carolyn Tharp, and 3 grandkids. Services will be tomorrow at 2 from the Haven of Hope Apostolic Church in West Liberty under the care and direction of the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will be at the church in the morning starting at 11 and going up until the time of services.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Youth, experience, modern solutions to modern problems,
proven solutions to legal problems,
an emerging face in the courtroom,
a known presence in the courtroom.
Together, we are multifaceted.
Together, we will do right by you.
If you are having any legal issues at all, just relax and call Max.
If a car wreck is causing you pain, just pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne.
One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National. While often helpful, did you know that popular non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen and naproxen and others increase your risk of having a heart attack or stroke, as well as other internal issues? And those risks are significantly higher with prolonged use and higher dosages. Find out all you need to know about common concerns and cautions and options when you stop by and talk to a Parkway Pharmacy pharmacist in Salyersville. Tomorrow is Friday, and Friday's special is livers or gizzards or both for just $5.79 plus tax at your Salyersville Lee's Famous Recipe, and that's with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit. And you can stop by and dine in 10 till 9:30 or drive through 10 till 10 every day at your Salyersville Lee's Famous Recipe. All right, now let's put the lid on this one with your Licking Valley 7-day. I mean, I said the same thing yesterday because it was almost a mirror image weather-wise. I mean, just a beautiful day across Kentucky and eastern Kentucky as well. Leaves are, they're starting to change. All the things with the season and the calendar are starting to happen, but I mean, it is just beautiful, and it's just hard to miss. 85 degrees today. Again, mid-80s again today. And again, right now, catching the end of the 6 o'clock show, we're at 79. And we're going to have sunrise 7:30, sunset at 7:15. A beautiful, beautiful day. Not going to take a look at local Doppler radar because there's simply no need. There will be next week. We've got a cold front coming, a pretty good one. Check this out. Tonight, nighttime lows have been adjusted for the next few nights from the low 50s down to the mid-40s. So 46 tonight under mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, 80, sunny, wonderful. And again, this 80, 81, 82 for the next 2 or 3 days. We'll probably be sitting anywhere from 82 to 85, I think, without a doubt. So 80 tomorrow, at least for your Friday, and sunny. For the weekend, low to mid-80s, beautiful, sunny. Enjoy it if you can at all. We'll be doing some training, I believe, at Henry's Hot Dog Company, just to let you know. But it'll be beautiful nonetheless. Sunday, we're wrapping up the weekend. Another sunny, clear day, low 80s, maybe mid. Nighttime lows back to the low 50s. And then when we flip the page here, we do see some change afoot. And it's still starting off on a similar note as it was yesterday, with about a 20% chance of showers during essentially the overnight from Monday night into your Tuesday. So Monday looks to be another beautiful day in the neighborhood, low to mid-80s, mostly sunny skies. Nighttime lows getting up into the 60s again. But then we have, that's out and ahead of a cold front. And look what that does to things. Gives us shower and storm chances on your Wednesday to the tune of 50% both days. But look at those daytime highs, 76, 71 Wednesday, 66 this day next week as we start to clear out. And that'll wrap it up for tonight. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful Thursday evening, and I'll see you tomorrow, wrapping up this week of programming on Your News Today.